Yeah, welcome to the Bridging the Generation podcast, man. As you can see, man, I got a very, very, very special guest, man. You hear me say that all the time, man. But again, we got another upstate another upstate New York gunner right here, man. Again, this is the man, Mr. 448 pounds, man. What's going on, baby? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm about to do a couple dabs here and get super right, so we can get into the shit that people want to hear.
We gonna get into all of that. Please believe it, man. So again, first of all, I want to let the people know, man. I've been following this brother for like the past 3-4 years, man. I'm fucking with your movement, your whole catalog, man. We about to no doubt. We about to get into that. Because I want the people to know, man. Like on this platform, we talk about the music. We talk about that music, and that's why you here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So again, man, can you tell the people where exactly you from? You know you from upstate, but where exactly you from?
I'm from Rochester, New York, Dewey Avenue.
Now that's we talk about west side, east side. What's that?
That's northwest.
That's a bet. So look, I always wanted to ask you this, man. I've been hearing this shit on your record for the longest, man. You say we kill everything we see, man. How did you come up with that shit, man? I want to know this, man.
I've been using that since like 05, 06, like right when I started rapping. If you don't know what that's from, that's can't think of something Ermy, that Ermy dude, this Full Metal Jacket. The dude, it's the wild.
Oh shit!
The wild instructor that was talking mad shit.
Yeah. He was a ex-military motherfucker in real life too.
So the piece that comes from is like, you know what I'm saying? You know, God put us here to protect, you know, our United States and shit. We kill everything we see. We let him clean our bodies after.
Okay. So you a movie buff, man. You can see.
Bro.
We gonna talk. Hey, Pounds. We gonna talk about all that, man. But look, I want to know the 448, man. So I looked up y'all area code, man. It's 585, man. Where does the 448 come from, brother?
448 is grams in a pound. On the west coast it's 454, but on the east coast it's 448.
Hey, I wanted you to say that. That's what I figured. Yeah. I want to try and incriminate.
That shit everywhere. All my people's got that shit tatted on them.
Yeah. No doubt, man. But I had to ask you, man. But I figured that's where it came from. So look, man, how you get the name Pounds, man? Like I know people say, oh, it's self-explanatory, but come on, let's talk about that.
I think at the beginning it was more about me having a name that stood out. So my boys was already calling me Pounds because I had to work like, oh shit, Pounds got it. You know what I'm saying? That literally stuck mad hard into the rap shit. Because if you know me from when I was younger, this how you know somebody. I don't want to say they know me, but this how you like know somebody knew me from back in the day when they called me Chunk.
Okay.
The fat kid from the Goonies.
Oh, that's my movie, man.
Yeah. You know, so everybody be like, oh, that's Chunk from Dewey. They fucking know me from like when I was a kid. So, but with the rap shit was just like, fuck it, Pound. They just my man just kept fucking with me about it. Like, my boy need a pound. Oh, call Pounds. He got it. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, that shit just stuck, and I was like, all right, I'm not about to have a name with like, because my real name is Joey, so I'm not about to be Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's already a Fat Joe, and I wasn't trying to be big nothing or fat nothing. I just knew it had to be like one word, and it had to be super powerful.
No doubt.
Like Pounds has got that shit stuck from day one. That shit stuck from day one, yo.
So I notice a lot of times, man, I see 448 pounds. I see Pounds. Is it which one you go by, man?
You know what it is?
I'm confused, man.
the Pounds 448 really came from streaming. There was all these like artists.
The algorithm.
Yes. There was all these artists in like third world countries with the name, you know, maybe like some dance hall or like West Indian shit or like some African dance shit. It's mad artists named Pounds, like maybe with a Z or like like different variations of it.
Right.
So I'm sitting here, I'm like, all right, people already know this 448 brand is so synonymous with me and what I do. It just really came from the streaming. And then I would go to Shade 45 or you get a joint and they're just calling me 448, you know, and I got to correct them of Pounds and then it's just Pounds 448, Pounds 448. Then the other kids in my group, Blas 89, he's 448. Brad.
Shout out to Blas 89, man. He's dope as shit, man.
448 Brad Piff. You see the shit running around, so it became more of like it started just to be like my personal identity, you know, that kind of evolved into a brand to the point where, you know, you see different people that fuck with my music online, so and so, you know, Josh 448, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is in whatever state he fuck with my shit.
I got you.
It's kind of like how like ASAP Rocky did like ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Nas. So it's kind of evolved into that. It's not how it started out or even was like directed to be. It just happened.
Okay.
So I'm not about to deter people from it because that's how they got to separate me from any other asshole. Pounds, then so be it.
Yeah, because I look up on Instagram, man. It got Pounds, and it looked like that I thought that was your account, but then I type it in again and I see the 448. So it'd be kind of, you know, I follow you. I follow you on the gram, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, or you see
I'm clear. I get it, man.
Maybe you seen the fan page 448 Army. They they repost all our
That's
shit.
what it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No doubt. So look, I heard you just mention Fat Joe, man. What was some of your influences, man? Like coming up, man. You know, growing up in Rochester.
I mean, definitely Terror Squad influence. Like a motherfucker. I would probably say like actual played a part in me rhyming and taking different pieces from people that I was, you know, learned the game from and basically myself this. I would say, you know, obviously Pun, Nas, Jay-Z, Sean Price.
Oh my God. Hey, you don't hear that one a lot, man. Like from the average fans, but when I talk to rappers, everybody put him.
I'm a very technical rapper, and like I can when I hear another rapper rap, I understand cadences, flows, and particular things about people. Things so much that I can tell who their influences is. Like when you hear me do these multi-syllable rhymes where the whole sentence rhymes over and over and over, that's Sean Price. You know what I'm saying? When you hear me break into them little sections where I'm just snapping off, that's Pun. When you hear that pain from me, that's Prodigy. When you hear that boss talk, that's Hove.
Okay.
When you hear that like that introspect street shit, that's Nas.
Yeah. Talk about it.
I like I'm not one of them dudes. I'm a student of the game 1000%.
No doubt.
And like, you know, like I said, I basically took a piece from all my favorite rappers, and I'm not saying it's limited to just those 5 because you know,
no doubt.
You notice that I didn't mention Biggie or Tupac, which
right.
You know,
it is what it is.
Not frowned upon, but like just you got to understand the way I came up was more just geared towards that particular sound. Like, so it's like I said, I have a firm grasp and understanding on where I honed all my skills from. Like I said, I just broke it down to you. When you hear this, this is this. We hear this is this.
No doubt.
I'm not one of them dudes that's, you know, I'm very aware of where I came from. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So look, man, like I just heard you know, you broke it down how you got your style, because you got a very distinctive flow. I want to get into that. I want to get into that later. But tell me, how long you been rapping, man?
Since like 04. 04 is when I recorded my first shit. I would say that I was regionally successful. I experienced a ton of regional success, like Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, throughout, you know, from 04 to like say 2010, 2011. And then I kind of didn't really put the pedal to the metal with this rap shit until 2014, when you really kind of started hearing me, because it's not like I wasn't taking it serious before, but ultimately I wasn't taking it serious compared to the level that I'm taking things now, you know.
Okay. Like I said, man, you from Rochester, man, upstate New York, man. Like, what you think about all the shine y'all been getting lately, man? Like, I'm gonna be honest, man, and I spoke to Mav recently, man. And let me just say this real quick.
Mav is somebody who was actually in the circle of MCs when I first started rapping. I'm talking about when I first started rapping.
Shout out to Mav.
I was around all these talented dudes, like super elite rhyme levels back then. Like you got to remember, I was around 38 Special. I was around Mav. Like we basically were in this collective that this DJ had a studio on the west side on Chai Life. Shout out to Quanda Bomb. That's
who's
him.
The DJ?
DJ Quanda Bomb.
Oh, okay.
He just had all the talent in the city under one roof.
Yeah.
Like, and at that time, we didn't even realize it. Like I said, like there's pictures floating around. It'd be like me, Coach Parcells, who was another, you know, super important piece of local hip hop in Rochester. So, you know, Quanda Bomb had me, Coach Parcells, 38 Special, Nab Montana, you know, and I forgive me if I forget your name, but just like several other, just like super talented dudes. So like I went into this around the sharpest dudes.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
So what you think about, like I said, man, you know, back to my question, man, what you think about the love y'all been getting, man? Because I personally feel like, man, the heart of you know, the heart of New York hip hop. Can you hear me? Yeah, the heart of New York hip hop, man, is in upstate New York right now. It's in Rochester. It's in Buffalo, man. So what do you think about the love that y'all getting now, man?
I mean, like I do in every interview, I gotta shout out Griselda for basically just drop kicking that door open.
No doubt.
And letting everybody know that this sound that we got here is for real. And, you know, we're not here to do the trendy things. Like, you know.
Right.
So kind of like when that door was kicked down by Griselda, it showed like, yo, we got a ton of talent up here.
Right.
And that sound y'all love so much, that's the upstate New York sound.
No doubt. No, I fuck with it.
No disrespect.
I fuck with it heavy.
No disrespect to New York City, but that sound that y'all love, that's that cold grunge. That's upstate.
Okay.
And I think it just feels so good just to be embraced by New York City and the whole tri-state the way we are. Because, you know, for the longest, they thought we was just from the sticks.
Yeah.
We weren't considered New York.
Right. Nah, I feel you, man. It's always like, when you think about it, you know, when most people think of New York hip hop, man, they think of the 5 boroughs.
Yes, and you know, it's kind of always been that way. And like I said, you know, for years, I think it was on everybody's mind out here, because you got dudes that been out here and were like doing this high level this whole time. Like, you know, people are calling it a resurgence. Well, we in this Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse area, that's been our sound for 2 decades.
No doubt.
and y'all just are thinking it's cool, so now y'all fuck with it. So
right,
that just goes to show you that you know, things do evolve, things do come back around, and honestly, it was only so much of that other kind of bullshit rap I listened to. It was only a matter of time before people got sick of that. And
no
like,
doubt,
you know what? I want that feeling.
Right.
I want that feeling. I want something I can feel. I want the shit that I came up on. Not necessarily maybe the exact same shit, but something with that vibe, maybe like a modern version of that, you know, because I got dudes, I'm 37. I got dudes that, you know, are mid 40s, late 40s, inboxing me saying, yo, you don't know me from a can of paint, but I really fuck with your music. You really are bringing the sound back. I feel like I'm in my 20s again. You got it. You know, all shit. You get what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, we want to stay relevant, and we want to make this shit pop like how it used to.
No doubt.
And I feel like it's a lot easier knowing that there is, I can't even say a group, there's a large number of people that still want this.
No doubt. No, I'm one of them.
They want it. They still want it, bro.
Yeah, we hungry for that shit. We real hungry for that, man, because I feel like that sound, you know, that sound is what's missing, man. That sound used to be mainstream. Now I feel like
that's the craziest thing is this
it's underground now.
Yeah, this thing we used to, you know, this thing we do used to be considered a mainstream.
Right.
And now basically what's going to happen, I think, is it will become mainstream again. And I believe that it already has with, you know, the help of this resurgence. And it's weird because 6 years ago, people were gravitating to different sounds because that was the popping thing.
Talk about it.
Now you go to New York City and all the dudes that was on the trap shit is now trying to do the grunt. They want to do vintage rap. Now the cool thing is to do vintage rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm glad that it's even happening, but it's like when it happens, you're like,
okay.
Oh, now y'all fuck with it. Oh,
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said, it feels good that it's even happening.
No doubt.
When I see people doing it because it's the end thing to do, I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna turn my nose up at that automatically.
All right. Well, look. Let's keep it moving, man. Cause we got some shit to talk about, man. So look,
yo, we got all night, baby.
I wanted to ask you that, man. I hope you got some time, cause
we got time.
I don't feel like you got
time today, cuz.
Yeah. I don't feel like you got your just due as far as telling your story, man. I caught a little interview on you know, I think Hot 97 one time, man. I feel like I wanted to hear more from you. Rosenberg. We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about all that later. But look, so being, man, like you Italian and you Italian, man. So how was it growing up, man, like in Rochester, New York, being an Italian dude? You know, like how did you know, earn your bones, man, in the game, man, and proving to folks, man, to your neighborhood, you know, to your area that you can actually spit, man. How was that come up, man?
I will put it like this. It was very hard.
Let's talk about
it. Like I said, when I first started rapping, I was around people that was rapping.
Okay.
They all rapped. I was doing the 1-2 thing. I was always a super huge fan of rap. So I'm around dudes. And, you know, I'm a young dude. I was like maybe 21. I wouldn't even start rapping until I was 21, 22. That's what I got to know. I wasn't rapping since a kid.
Okay.
You know, I'm like.
You came in the game with life experience.
I just came in. I'm like, I could rap better than y'all. Like, you know, on some like, let me do something.
Right.
My friends, they'll play me. They'll be going to the studio. I go to the studio, write a verse, be ready to lay it. They won't even let me record my shit. And funny thing is, the same person I'm telling you that wasn't fucking with me, that wouldn't even record my shit is the dude that produces like 70% of the shit you hear from me and mixes and masters every single thing y'all have ever heard me on. Shout out.
Hold up. We talk about what? Spitwell, Fifth?
Yeah, shout out to Spitwell in Atlanta.
Come on, man. Hey, Pounds. I do my homework, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Spitwell, but
Spitwell's nice.
You know, he was not like open to it at first.
Okay.
But then came that day when they played that beat and I wrote that verse.
No doubt.
That was the day that everything changed.
Okay.
Craziest shit is, I can't even tell you how I rapped the verse. I can't tell you how I started it. I just knew that they were fucking with it.
Right.
I started recording some joints. I had already been friends with Hassan Mackey, Rochester legend. I had the joints. Naturally, I go to Hassan. I'm like, yo, I just recorded 3 joints. What do I do with these shits?
Right.
You know, I'm like clueless on this shit. So he's like, go take that shit to hold on. I don't want to get the address wrong. 407. Take that shit to 407 Chilai Avenue.
Okay.
Right in between Sherwood and Post. On the west side. I walk in. I hear music banging mad loud in the back. So it was like a store that had the mixtapes, incense, all that kind of shit.
No doubt.
Lunch and all that. And then in the back, they had a studio. So I'm ringing the bell. They come out, you know, give me who the fuck is you, white boy? You know?
And you had the bid and all that shit back then?
Yeah, I hear the music playing, right? And then I hear the music stop. And then like a bunch of people come out.
All right.
One dude's like, I know him. He's from Dewey. You be rapping? I was like, yeah, I just started like last week.
You actually told him that? You actually told him that?
I ain't tell him that, but like, but he was like, you be rapping or something?
Okay.
I was like, yeah, Hassan told me to come bring you this CD. So it's like 5-10 people back there. They all go. They left me in the counter. They wouldn't let me come back there.
Okay. They
all go back there, and I hear my shit banging through the speakers, mad loud. They take the CD back there. They're playing it. And then, like, I hear
how many joints you recorded? How many joints you recorded?
Three joints.
Okay.
Like 2 original beats and like a freestyle over what happened to that boy. Oh, I'm lying. 2 freestyles and 1 original. Because the other freestyle was the freeway, the What We Do.
Okay. The Benny Siegel joint.
Yeah. So I hear him playing the shit, and then they ain't saying, they like got all the way through, like halfway through the song. I'm like, fuck, I ain't hear him say nothing. So he stops it. I just hear the music stop, and then the shit start over again. And then start playing, and I hear him go, whoa! Right? So they skip the songs, and I hear them all wooing and shit. Music stop, like Quantum Bomb come out, and like I forget who the other person was. They come out or whatever from behind the counter, and it's like, "That's you rapping on there?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You got more of that?" I was like, "I just recorded that. I'll go do more. I'll go do some more shit." He goes, "Oh, all right. Well, we got studio right here. You trying to record here?" I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "Yeah, it's $15 an hour." I was like, "All right, cool."
Shit, that's love right there. $15 an hour.
Literally history from there, bro. I basically met all the people that made me into the rapper I am today, along with my musical influences.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rappers that came through there, man. So many, a lot of people that's not here no more, you know. All right.
Okay.
You know, like,
Well, look, Pounds. So
like
again,
I said,
man,
this shit wasn't. I wasn't supposed to be a rapper. Like maybe I was, but like I probably wasn't. You know what I mean? Right. Like I was doing some hold up, bro. I was.
I listen to the music. I know about that Conte and all that, man. That Borgata. We gonna get into all that, man. Yeah. We gonna get into all that. So look,
that's how this shit started.
So look. So the first time I heard you, was on was on Jaren Benton's the Rolling. I remember hearing you on One for the Money and on the Beat Gods mixtape.
Oh my God, bro!
I go back. You talk about
crazy.
Hold on, let me say this. Hey, Pam, let me say this.
Shit for the first time in like 10 years, like a week ago with Blas. He couldn't even believe it.
Let me say this.
Because I'm so much different.
You said 2014, man, but I'm telling you, like that's 2011, 2012. And I know this, man, like when I heard this dude, I was like, man, this guy, he has a very, very different sound, man. And I always fuck with Jaren Benton. So how did you link up with Jaren Benton out of all people? Because he's from Atlanta. And you guys have two totally different styles.
So basically, Spitzwell back in the day, he got into a bunch of shit out here and he had to bounce. He had to move to Atlanta on the like, yo, I gotta go to Atlanta tomorrow. Peace, y'all. Holler in a minute.
Because he does shit with Jaren Benton too.
Yeah. So he goes down there, gets himself set up. Then this is when I really start rapping. I'm flying down to Atlanta every month.
Okay.
Back when AirTran, remember AirTran? I used to get these flights for like $150 round trip on the like no pre-planning, just like yo, you want to come this week and knock some joints out? Yup, buy the ticket and I'm there. So, I start going there. We put out a first project. He's like, yo, you want to come back down and just start knocking shit out immediately? Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah. I go there, plays me this joint. He's like, yo, I had this kid come through the studio. Like, kind of sound like Ludacris and Eminem mixed. I was like,
now that I think about it, I hear it. I always felt he sounded a little bit like Eminem, but now I never thought about the Ludacris, man.
It's like the Ludacris Eminem, but that's how he described it. So I go over there, play the joint. I'm like, oh, okay. This dude from Atlanta, like he was rapping.
Yes, sir.
So he's just like, he comes through. We just start knocking joints out. So we got I end up moving down there because I get into some shit up here. I go disappear to Atlanta for a few years, kind of really hone my skills with Spitzwell and Jaren. So we a group, the Beat Gods. That's another tattoo we all got.
Oh, okay.
The grenade with the wings on it.
Okay, I see.
Another tattoo, you know what I'm saying, that we all got or whatever. So we were like, yo, which one of us pops first, we'll just run with it. We'll make sure we do as much as we can for each other. We're not gonna dust nobody.
Right.
So I realized that I'm not gonna get Jaren's doing. We find a common ground on certain joints, but the style he's doing is not for me.
It's not for you, yeah.
And it ends up not being for me. That sound ended up working for him. So I'm like, I need to go back to New York and just focus on this shit. We're still gonna be a group. Jaren's still gonna produce joints for me. I'm still gonna produce. We're all gonna, you know what I mean? We're all gonna keep it in house. So Jaren puts out a joint, which is probably unlike any other song that he's ever put out. And he kind of put it out for shock value because, at that point, we have been putting so much shit out for so many years, gotten so close. I've had a ton of real meetings and the real labels and blew that shit with my attitude.
Right.
That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying?
You want
I'm pretty sure that Jaren has talked about it in interviews, but he blew his label shit too. Jumped on the table in front of L.A. Reid in the office. They ripped his fucking contract up in his face.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so like
shout out to Jaren Benton though. I had to say he's dope.
I blew the deals with Atlantic and Asylum. He blew the deals with Def Jam. This is like 2009, 2010-ish. I'm like mad, like just don't even want to fucking rap. We're not getting nowhere. We're spending way too much money. He does this song, like I said, this unlike just like some shock value shit. and I'm pretty sure what's that joint called?
On my own shit.
Huh?
On my own shit.
Nah. It's a solo joint. Why can't I think of the name of it? Anyways, he does this crazy video, right? Ends up getting the attention of Hobson. Shout out to Hobson.
Oh, with a Funk Volume.
Yeah. Hobson signs this motherfucker immediately, bro. Schizo's the name of the joint. Shout out to
yeah, I remember that. Man, that's a while ago.
Look, so Jaren, who doesn't really do what Funk Volume does, goes over there. They got a great platform. Their shit is evolving. Their shit is blowing up. They got pretty major
Dizzy Right
base.
They got Dizzy Right over there.
Dizzy. Shout out to Swish. Shout out to Dame. Shout out to Kato, all them.
Yeah, Kato. Shout out to Kato.
Man, fuck Kato. Nah, I'm just playing. We just always say fuck Kato no matter what.
Yeah.
But shout out to Kato because he was such a important piece of Jaren.
He was the sound. He produced like 80% of his shit.
You know, he gets on the phone with us. He's like, "Yo, Hobson just signed me. I'm gonna go fuck with this Funk Volume shit. Let's see what happens. We still sticking to this. Whatever happens, we blow up. You go." I had shit going. Like I said, I was so discouraged from blowing the deal on my end, you know, that I'm just thinking, yeah, whatever, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this was all gonna happen.
Right.
I did not know that he was gonna end up being on the freshman cover and being like the biggest fucking rapper out, like in the Midwest. Like I didn't know. We did not know this shit just happened, bro. Like,
that grandma's house album. That grandma's house album is my shit.
It was long ago enough to where shit kind of just happened overnight, as where it don't really happen overnight now. And it wasn't even that long ago. This music business just evolved so quickly.
Okay.
But like that era of blowing up real quick is over. But Jaren caught the last wind of that shit, bro. And
the rest is history.
I did every fucking tour with him, doing 60 city tours, 30 city tours, losing my voice every night. Jaren took me everywhere, bro. XXL, BET. He made sure my shit was popping.
Now hold on, let me stop you. Let me stop you for a second.
Time out, dog. Shout out to Jaren Benton, because this motherfucker had done more for me than anybody ever did.
No doubt.
Like
now, shout out to Jaren Benton.
Like for real, dog. Like even
talk about it.
That wasn't my lane, and I couldn't really prosper as much as say a different artist that was more in his wheelhouse would have. You know, I'm Pounds. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna make my shit known no matter what. But he gave me that platform. I was out there every night. I was doing joints. I was doing trappy sounding joints, recording them just to have them to do on tour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Flick, his DJ, Flick James. He would have me sounding right every night. Like you're talking about guys that really fucking popped, bro.
Right.
And kept their word.
Yeah.
That don't happen, bro.
Yeah, Jaren's dope, man. He's a dope ass PC.
Jaren is probably, and I'm excluding legends. You know, obviously when I talk about Andre 3000 or any shit like that.
Come on, man, talk about it, man. I co-sign what you about to say.
Jaren Benton and Sci-Hi the Prince is the best rappers ever from Atlanta currently.
I've been telling people that for years, man. I used to hold on. Let me tell you this real quick, Pounds. I used to tell people back in 2011, 2012, 2013 that Jaren Benton lyrically, there's nobody in Atlanta outside of the guys that you just named.
Sci-Hi, that's it.
Jaren.
Sci-Hi and Andre 3000.
They not fucking with him lyrically. They not fucking with him.
Yo, Jaren is something that Atlanta will never see again, and never properly got embraced. Atlanta.
It fucks with me, man. It fucks with me.
And it bothers me too because the
rest of the world
knows this dude is just
Yeah.
You ever he's one of the rappers that you listen to and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, dude is just disgusting.
Right. Well, y'all still do. Let me see. You guys still do music together.
It's a lot of people that know. It's a lot of people that know. But in Atlanta, he is not revered the way that he should be.
Nah, he's not. He's not.
So Jaren needs to be revered like an Andre 3000.
Right. Well, you was on. Hold on, pounds. Hold. You was on the meat coat joint that came out earlier this year. You still, you know. I noticed that you still do music.
Always. Look, Jaren will call me for a verse right now, and I'll do it.
Okay. No doubt.
I literally FaceTime Jaren, right, bro? I'll FaceTime Jaren right now.
Hey, Jaren, I want to get an interview with Jaren, man. I don't like to ask nobody for nothing.
Nah, hold up.
I'm gonna reach out to him.
I'm gonna see if he answers.
Okay.
He might not though. It's bedtime with his kids. Hold up.
Okay. Me and Jaren, we the same age too. We both 39. I think our birthday like 2 weeks apart.
It's 8:59. He ain't gonna answer.
Okay. But nah, so look, Pounds. He answered?
So basically, you know, Jaren's got me on tour. He's making sure that people are seeing me. I'm visible.
Okay.
And that's probably really when I was like, okay, I gotta like actually try to rap now.
Okay, so stop right there. Pounds, stop right there. So I appreciate you telling me that story about Jaren Benton. Shout out to Jaren Benton. But when did you decide that you're going to move from the sound that you was doing, from the music that you was doing with Jaren? You realized that doesn't fit you. When did you decide to craft the sound that you have now?
I wouldn't say that I switched because I was still doing them joints the whole time.
Yeah.
In between. But then, like, you know, they wouldn't match the project that Spitzwell was putting out, and they get like put to the side, or like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just decided that it's probably like 2010. It's kind of like when I stepped away from doing like group shit with Jaren. Like, yo, you need to go do this, and I need to go do this. This is what I sound good on. Not that I don't sound good on this other shit, but this is what I sound good on.
Okay.
So I just really went. I think when I made that decision, like I said, I was so discouraged by music up until Jaren shit popped. Like I had no hope. You know what I'm saying? That I wasn't even thinking about, like, I just wasn't even thinking that shit could even be popping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you could even now where I'm at, if you could have told me if you would have told me that it would have took this long for it to happen, I probably wouldn't have kept with it.
Okay.
Because you got
so look,
that's a long time, bro.
Well, look, I like I said, man, I'm shout out to Jaren Benton, man, but I'm gonna tell you, this is when I peeped you out as an artist, and it was that Heavy Lies the Crown album. To me, hold on.
What year is that?
That was 2016.
Yeah.
That to me, that was the beginning of the pounds that I see that I love.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of the pounds that I fuck with. You know, so tell me about putting that project together, the Heavy Lies the Crown album in 2016.
I was coming off of putting 448 grams out, which was basically these two sounds meshed. It's got a lot of the hard.
I know about that. I came back to that later. I went back to that.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's got a lot of the shit that you hear now, but it also has a lot of like
right
rap music, like trance samples with 808, you know what I'm saying? Because that sonically, I love those and I sound good on them. But I think when Heavy Lies the Crown came out, I was just like, look, I'm from fucking Rochester. I'm gonna give them fucking what Rochester sounds like.
Talk about it.
Because prior to that, I was moving around. I was living in Huntsville, Alabama. When you heard that rolling, I was with Jackie Chan. That's not no fucking what's the word, like that was a gold. That was a real remix. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no like unfucking professional shit.
Right.
I was living in Huntsville, Alabama for a good year and a half, 2 years. So
you was in a real stick. That's
yeah. Look, so just imagine they're down there making shit like that, and I'm over here rapping over straight grimy shit. They're like, oh, we don't fuck with that. We fuck with your raps though. You should rap over some other shit. So I fucking rap over it. And motherfuckers end up loving the shit.
Okay.
So, like I said, but when I made that decision, I'm just like, look, I'm from Rochester. Let me give them what Rochester sounds like. Like actively, like none of that other shit. This shit.
There we go. So look on that project, man. I remember on that particular project, man. You had Conway on that Kill You, and you had Westside Gun on that Tribute, man. That Conway, that's the shit that really opened my eyes, man. That particular song is what really opened my eyes to like, man, this dude, you put a great body of work together, man. Tell me about linking up with Conway and Westside Gun, man, on those particular songs. And tell me about that, how you feel about that, the Griselda movement, man. Talk about that.
At one point, like when I was putting that album together, like I was fucking with them, like, on a weekly, daily basis. I go out to Buffalo, go chill with them a couple days a week, smoke a ton of weed. Derringer be making beats. So it was like super organic, man. And I think just one night I had just got a pack of this real crazy wax, yo. And Derringer and Conway, they drove to my crib in Rochester. I had this crazy loft downtown, and we was recording in that bitch.
Right.
And that's where the whole Heavy Lies the Crown. Like, you gotta understand, I'm recording it. I'm recording this album in literally a room full of work.
Right.
So this shit was like real special.
Right.
So, like they came out, Conway to knock the bottle down. I had this motherfucker's eyes closed rapping off these dabs, yo. And he was bodying this shit, dog.
Yeah.
Just bodying this shit, bro.
Hold up. Say that one more time, man. Say that one more time. Conway was high as shit, huh?
Oh, bro, he was fucking finished, yo. It's still not, and we still did 2 joints. We ain't just do 1 joint. We did 2 joints.
Yeah.
So yeah, like what's the other joint we did that night? Oh, Tomorrow, the joint I
Tomorrow,
produced.
that's on Tuna.
We did that one that night too.
Yeah. So that's my shit, man. That's my shit right there.
Yeah. So I was fucking with these guys like right really before they really like took off or whatever. So it's like I said, man, I seen them all the way here. It's like so beautiful to see them here.
Yo, that's what's up.
It just lets you know that it could be done. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Like you got a lot of dudes from around the area that's like hates on whatever, like
we're gonna talk about that.
What they don't understand is what they did was make it make it so we can shine.
Nah, no doubt.
How can you be mad at that?
You can't.
How can you be a rapper that's making this type of music and these dudes come up, literally drop kick this fucking door down for this kind of music and this region to be
right?
Have light shed on it.
Hey, Pams, I remember seeing Conway and Westside Gun and Benny and all them brothers. They came down here to DC at the Howard Theater. There was only 30 people in the crowd. And look at them now.
What year was that?
This was 2015.
Yeah.
2015. Around Hitler 1.
Look at it, how this shit is a marathon, yo.
No doubt. No doubt. So look, we go fast forward a little bit, man. We gonna get to this. You know, you dropped the Rules and Parameter project, man, in 2017. You know, what made you name it that title, man? You know, and that Rules and Parameters.
I just see a lot of it. I mean, it really just all this. You got to understand, like my music, and I'm not to take nothing from nobody else, but my music is like very like true to life for me. So, you know, different projects, I'm going through different things. So my music is going to reflect my life heavily. So I think what was going on there was, you know, shit was coming from an angry place, a place where I was feeling slighted, a place where
I want to talk about that. I want to touch on that.
Just a dark, angry place, man.
Well, look, I want to touch on what you just said right now.
Obviously, that I've revisited, but
right. I want to tell on this particular track, man. You rap. It's called "What a Feeling Is," and you remember that?
Yeah, true story.
Okay, you said I'm from a place where they ain't proud of you. Even when you went and say I'm from a place where they ain't proud of you. Even when you went and poured a grit up in a Mountain Dew. Like touch on that, man. Touch on like how's the love, man? Like is it still like that in Rochester? Like, what's the love? What's the love for pounds in Rochester?
I would say that particular line just describes it here perfectly. Even when you win and they ain't proud of you, like, you know, look at all this shit I got going on. They hating on me even more. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're just we're not alone in this.
Right.
I'm sure this is everywhere in the United States, but you know, this is a city where we hate our own. And it goes down to anything, music, just anybody that's got something going. It's just, like I said, man, it's different out here. Upstate New York is different. I don't know if it's the air or it's the weather or that snow belt. You know, the winters is real dark and depressing here. It's just in the air or something here. And
right.
You know, like I said, even when you win and pour the grit up in the Mountain Dew, might as well just get high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I listened to that song probably 3 times yesterday.
You're giving your all, they still don't recognize it. The fuck.
Yeah, I don't understand that, man. So look, I want to touch on something a little bit lighter. You know, if you're not, you know, like I said, man, you got your own style of hip hop, man. So if you're not listening to hip hop, man, what type of music you listen to? Because you know, I heard you. I got on your live stream, man, earlier today, and I heard you listen to some psychedelic shit, man. Like, what was, you know, what was that, by the way?
Yo, that shit. I'm actually not gonna say what sample that was. But,
okay.
But I believe somebody was like, "Oh, what is that? Vanilla fudge?" Or some shit like that.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah, okay.
I said vanilla fudge. I said vanilla fudge or Hendrix.
That's like some overseas German psychedelic rock, basically.
Okay.
That's like some super rare shit. But you know, like I listen to a lot of 80s music, like a fucking lot of it. Like a lot of 80s and a lot of 60s and 70s psychedelic rock.
Okay.
I don't know why. Probably because my father was so into it.
Right.
You know, it's got to be where that comes from.
Okay. Yeah, because you was rocking out to that shit, man. I was like, you know, that sound familiar, man. Because I like a lot of that psychedelic shit too, man. Like, you know,
that's probably why you like that Conway joint.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's like a super rare European psychedelic rock sample.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just sample digging and shit or whatever. But in the sample digging is where I like find most of my pleasure musically. like I said, like I listen to so much weird. Like if people knew what I really listen to, motherfuckers would think I was like sitting over here listening to Mobb Deep 24/7 or some shit. I mean,
right.
I love Mobb Deep, but you know, like
You gotta have a balance. You gotta have a balance, man.
I make that kind of music, but like I don't want to hear it all the time.
No doubt. Yeah.
So, like you might come over here, I'm listening to Duran Duran, Depeche Mode. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to some other shit, bro.
Yeah.
Or like soul music, bro.
Right.
Like I listen to Jeffrey
Fire, Isley Brothers.
I listened to Jeffrey Osborne for fucking 2 hours this morning. So
that's my guy.
Yeah,
he's dope. LTD.
Yeah, limited. I just, or I'm just a lot of 80s, bro. Like a lot of that real synthy, weird shit. I love Pat Benatar. I love Pat Benatar. I just love like.
Hit me with your best shot.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Honestly, not even particularly that song, but
I love that shit when I was a kid, man.
But yeah, I think a lot of my music that I listen to for enjoyment, like non-business purposes, is like shit that is nostalgic for me. And like I said, I'm not just sampling the fucking, like those shit I was sampling earlier, the psychedelic shit, that's for me to rap on. That's like for my production. Either maybe me or, someone in my faction or whatever. But I'm not listening, like I'm listening to that for samples because that's what I like. That's what I want to rap on.
Right.
And I think my father's influence musically is just so heavy, bro. My dad would listen to Vanilla Fudge for a whole day. Do you know
Carmen
Apples? Like there's this group called Mountain. My father loved this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I heard of Mountain.
Yeah, Mountain was a big, huge, fat dude, big as me, like 6'8", yo.
Yeah.
Playing guitar, singing mad.
Yeah.
Like my father, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors. I'm trying not to name them. I'm trying to name shit that's lesser known.
Grand Funk Railroad.
Yes, Grand Funk, CCR,
what's that? Crosby, Stills, Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yeah, bro. A lot of Neil Young.
I know about all that shit, fam.
You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately that shit is good music.
It is.
It's not about who's making it or what era it came from or genre it's in. It's good music. And like I think we don't have that right now. There's not any good songs, yo. There's not.
The songwriting, man, is gone, man. The Bob Dylan's, the Kenny Gambles, and the Smokey Robinsons, and all those guys.
Well, we don't have that anymore.
Nah.
So, and even with this underground shit, I'm a musical dude, yo. You give me any fucking instrument, I'm gonna figure out how to fucking make something pleasing come out of that shit.
Right.
I'm gonna figure it out. So it's
no doubt.
You hear me sing, rapping, or whatever, crooning, whatever people want to call it. I do on these hooks and shit that other artists in the underground would never fucking even attempt to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's they feel like maybe they're too gangster to do that.
They not listening to no they not listening to no Loggins and Messina.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like they're not.
I fucks with Loggins. I fucks with Loggins and Messina.
I'll clean my house.
Doobie Brothers.
I clean my house and listen to Hall and Oates for 4 hours cleaning the crib.
Yes, sir.
And basically listening to it, trying to figure out how they come up with these melodies. Anybody can come up with a hook. It's about it being sonically hypnotizing and pleasing.
No doubt.
I got 2-3 hooks on my album that's out right now. But those ones is the one. Like the DJs. I remember when me and Buckwild dropped the No Way. There's no way.
I was gonna talk about it, but go ahead, man.
But you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's where that comes from.
Okay.
That shit's not coming from sitting around listening to fucking,
boom bap all day.
Rap all day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a
That's
lot of rappers, man. I notice, man, when I talk to a lot of rappers, man, and it's the only hang up that I have with them, man. It seems like their influences is just very limited,
Yeah.
Musically. It's hip hop or bust.
It's almost like you can hear their limitness through their music.
Yeah. I hate to agree with you, man. I'll be lying.
You take another set of guys, like Conway and Westside, and I know how much they love like 60s and 70s and 80s, like just soul and R&B. Like right. I know how much Con loved that shit. You know what I'm saying? You always catch him on live singing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I'm just about to say that.
Yeah, so when you hear him on them joints with them little melodies, let me squeeze. You know what I'm saying? Because he got that influence. He's an artist.
Right.
A lot of these boys is not artists, bro.
I think it's our era, man. Like I said, me and you, I'm a couple of years older than you, but like our era, man, we had the best of both worlds. We had great rock, we had great hip hop, and we had great R&B soul music.
Look, how many joints? I was just saying this to Blas when me and Blas just basically recorded a whole album in like 4 days. So he was just here, staying at the crib. We was knocking it out, listening to a lot of shit, trying to find samples, ideas.
Right.
How can I say this?
Take your time.
Yeah,
I'm about to roll up real quick. Go ahead.
Like a lot of the artists that you're saying, and I think it does have a lot to do with age group, but I think it has a lot to do with the artist. What you're willing to do. What are you willing to sacrifice for your sound? Okay, so
no doubt.
You gotta not be afraid to do shit. I'm not afraid to get on a joint and harmonize or whatever, as long as it sounds good. I'm not gonna get and just do anything, and not every joint is gonna have a hook like that. If it calls for it, it calls for it, because I don't do what I want to do. I do what the music tells me to do.
No doubt.
So, we sit here and we listen to joints, and it just comes down to like we were spoiled. We're spoiled.
Hey, Pounds, I say that all the time, man. We were spoiled. Hey, look, and the thing about it, we thought it was gonna be like that forever. We didn't realize how good we had it. We took that shit for granted.
This is my other point I was saying with Blas. And you would hear a lot of these like
we took it for granted.
These like European groups are like, how many joints in that era, late 70s, all through the 80s, would you hear a joint and not even know that person was white, or not even know that person was black?
A lot.
How many joints?
I thought Hall & Oates was black.
A white dude, like how many joints is like that? And you know what that attributes to?
The influences, man. Artists. Yeah. A lot of the R&B cats, they covered the rock guys' songs, and a lot of the rock guys, they covered a lot of the R&B cats' songs.
Like, bro, what's the joint? We were sitting here. I don't think Blas had any idea. Or no, it wasn't Blas. My man was sitting here, right? I played in one joint. I downloaded like basically this whole like 80s playlist, like everything. Right. So Simply Red, Holding Back the Year. Holding Back the Year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They from the UK.
Blas like, yo, that's crazy. That's like a pasty ass white dude with a red fro.
Yeah, red, freckles and shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And he ain't know.
Yeah.
But
I remember that.
Era. That's that era that you didn't even know, because people were making so much.
Right. White cats, man. Let me say this, man. The white cats back in the day was soulful as shit, man.
Where is that now?
Listen. Go listen to some early Kenny Loggins, man. Listen to Kenny Loggins solo shit before he started doing all them soundtrack songs.
Dog.
Michael McDonald was
Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates. Sarah Smile. Sarah Smile. I thought that was a black dude singing it.
That's what I'm saying. How many Hall & Oates joints did you not know it was these two fucking white dudes?
Right.
How many joints they got? You didn't even know it was them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, Phil Collins?
Yeah. What's my man name? Oh, we can't forget about Bobby Caldwell.
Oh my God, he's another one. I didn't even know this guy was
Bobby Caldwell. What you won't do for love? You know what I'm saying? But look, let's keep it moving, man. We could be talking about music all day, man.
All day. And
all day.
We'll leave this. We're from an era where we are spoiled.
We were spoiled.
And we didn't take it for granted because we loved it. But just now, stepping back, we know how good we had it.
No doubt. Let me say this. Let's fast forward a little bit, man, to this Tuna project, man. I remember on that joint, you had Pee Wee Kirkland, man. You got a joint with a song called Pee Wee Kirkland, man. And then you put out an EP called Pee Wee Kirkland, man. So talk about that, man. Like I know that Gone Tomorrow was on that with Conway was on that project too. But I want to talk about that Pee Wee Kirkland, man. Like how did you hook up with Pee Wee Kirkland and what inspired you or what gravitated you towards to that brother?
I think it was like his moniker that he, that legend in 2 game shit. I felt like I was a legend with the rapping, a legend with the work. So who better? I know it's bold, but who better, And it kind of just happened that my man had ran into him. And this is after I had this shit like 90% ready to go. Runs into him. It's like, yo, my man is doing a fucking album named after you.
Where you running to him at? Where was you at? Where you running to him at?
I was in Rochester when it happened. It was my man Mitch. Shout out to Mitch. Mitch put me on the phone with him. He sends me a text. He's like, yo, call this number. Call him. There's Pee Wee right here. He said he's with it. Like, word? So then my man 1,000 Words runs into him.
Shout out to 1,000 Words, man.
Shout out to 1,000 Words. He fucking dot connector extraordinaire. He catches Pee Wee, gets the Polaroid. Pee Wee doesn't sign shit. Somehow gets him to sign this shit. And
I heard about that. He don't do no autograph.
Yeah. And he spoke to him further, like, so Pee Wee probably was like, damn, this is 2 different people telling me about this dude Pounds doing this shit. So I ended up speaking to him. He came through. We did the video. I did like the vlog documentary pieces with him. Super cool dude. Embraced me off the bat. I hate being corny, bro, but real recognize real. So
no doubt. Respect. Yeah, that's a legend, man. Like you said, a legend in 2 games, man. A legend in 2 games. I know you also got a song on that joint, Francis Ford, man. The Francis Ford Coppola, man. If you know movies, you got to know who Francis Ford Coppola is, man. So, because he directed the Godfather trilogy, Apocalypse Now. Talk about. I want to ask you this, man. That you named that song Francis Ford. And you Italian, man. So give me your 3 favorite mafia movies, man, or the most accurate mafia movies. Give me 3 of them.
The 3 best mob movies. Casino is number 1.
Number 1, okay.
By a long shot. Good
movie, long as hell.
Goodfellas is a real close 2. And then I would have to say, man, this is tough. Godfather Part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Only Part 2. 3 is trash. 3 is trash.
3 is trash, yeah. They waited too long to put that out.
Yeah, and 1 is too draggy.
No doubt. Okay. So look, we gonna keep it moving, man. Like I said, we got some shit to talk about, man. So on this track, man, and this is the song I really wanted to ask you about, man, because I can relate to this shit. Like on the track Money and Power, man, you gotta you mentioned like being in a group home. You also mentioned that on the Buckwild joint, Portable Stock. You mentioned, I hear that in a couple of songs, man, you being in a group home, man. Like I was in the group home myself as a teenager, man. Talk about that experience, man, if you don't mind. You don't have to go too deep or whatever, just
basically just when I came, I came about, in a house that my mom was using and abusing, partying real hard 24/7. She was married to a dude that fucking hated my guts, did not like me. I had that fucking TV movie stepdad that was a fucking prick. He beat the shit out of me.
What's that movie, like a boy's life?
You know what I'm saying? He beat the shit out of us, treated us like shit. So my home life was fucking terrible. So I never wanted to be there. So I would just be out running the streets till whenever I had to be home to, get in bed.
Right.
And that just became so volatile for me at home that I end up just, getting arrested.
No doubt.
All kind of domestic shit. I was a big teenager. So, once I was big enough, I was whooping my stepdad's fucking ass.
Oh, that's what you mean. That's what you mean, domestic.
Yeah, I was beating this motherfucker.
Yeah, let's clarify that.
Yeah, so by the time I was like 13, I was taking my belt off on this motherfucker. Beating this dude to a bloody pulp.
Yeah.
And, I'd get arrested. Then they can't have me in the house. Then I'm getting kicked out every school I go to. So once I hit 13, 14, I'm out of control. I'm fucking out wilding. I end up going to a group home, getting fights there, getting kicked out, going to some super strict shit. Pulled me out of school. They got me going to industry type school. Middle school and high school and shit. That shit was not fun for me at all.
Yeah.
I end up in the group home, and then
I was in the group home, man. People didn't even know I was in a group home, man.
Yeah,
I was still fresh. I was still fly.
Yeah, I was the opposite of that, my man. But by the time, once you hit 17, 18, and you're not in school no more, you can't stay at the group home no more.
Yeah.
So when that happened, I had no place to go. And I had already been familiar with, crashing on. You got to understand, I was 12. I was in 7th grade trying to crash at people's houses on weeknights. And these people's parents were probably what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Right.
Now that I look back at it, so, like I said, once my time was up at the group home, I ended up right back out on the street.
Okay.
With not very much future at all.
No. Yeah, I had, like I said, I talked to Vic Spencer, man. Yesterday I did an interview with Vic. So look, you were just talking about the group home situation, man. Like I said, that was a very it seemed like that definitely influenced a lot of your I say a lot of your experiences, man, as far as made you what you are as an artist, man. So I like I said, I wanted to touch on that, man. Look, let's fast forward. I want to fast forward a little bit, man. You brought the. Go ahead.
You're glitching and clicking mad hard right now for some reason.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Okay, hello.
I know it's not me because I don't got nothing going on over here and no streaming. I'm just going.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even. Okay, my bad, man.
There you go.
Now I just wanted to talk about. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right. Now I just wanted to talk about, you linked up with Oh No, Madlib's brother on the Bugatti EP. Talk about that project.
Yeah. Oh No. Oh No. I kind of got connected with him through a homie of mine. He's like, yo, I know the dude. Oh No. He fucks with your music. He want to do a few joints with you. So it was kind of one of them things. He emailed me the joints. I knocked them out like mad quick, and we just put it out. And I feel like, it's weird because the space I was in then, like not enough people heard that shit. Like if that shit came out now, like if now I had a little EP with Oh No, I feel like it had got like a lot more attention now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I feel like it definitely did. I feel like it didn't really get the burn I not that I expected, but that I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So look, we can fast forward a little bit. So what's your take on the industry, like on the music industry and the underground? Because I feel like the underground is the golden era right now. What's your take on that?
I think it's in the best place that it's been in a while. I think things are just kind of getting, balanced out now with, combining this social media directly, direct artist to fan, contact, like shit like that. I feel like, things are just different now. There used to be this like allure to an artist, like this allure to the point like you couldn't reach out and touch them, like they were like, it was different. Now that mystique and that allure is no longer here because a fan could just reach out and talk to you, or like you're just a click away from seeing the shit you do on a daily. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It takes away from that mystique and that allure, but it also lets people know that you're human and that you do shit just like they do, and shit's very relatable for them.
Right.
So like,
no, that makes sense, man.
There's pros and cons with this shit, and that just goes to like, a point that like I've always tried to make with my music. I'm not featured very much on other people's shit. I got shit with all the who's, but I don't have a lot of
right.
Just because I've worked so hard to build this brand in this,
no doubt,
this climate of the industry. Okay. I'm not just doing songs with anybody. You can't just reach out and touch me. The more people that can just get you on some shit, that shit make you way less special. And I kind of like live, my brand lives by that. So like I said, the industry is weird right now, and I think it's weird for people that have been in it for a long time because it's evolving so quick. It's hard to really get a grasp on it.
Okay. So what's your take on
this is definitely the best time it's ever been for an independent artist to make money and not have
I feel the same way.
And not have to pay anybody else. So
no doubt. No middleman.
Yeah, basically.
I was saying no middleman.
Plug.
Yeah. Okay. So look, I remember you dropped the project. You dropped the two EP project with Smoke Dizza.
Yeah.
Produced by LeGunk. How did y'all link, man? Because I really fuck with Smoke Dizza, man.
Just another mutual friend. Actually the same cat that ran into Pee Wee Kirkland. Just had a good relationship with Dizza. Put us in the same place together. We started smoking 100 blunts, and it just mad organic. That's how a lot of my shit. I don't want it if it's not organic. Do you know what I'm saying?
Why y'all didn't do more? Why y'all didn't do make that Project Ninja?
I think it was just like we just went in there, did a couple joints one night, and you gotta my relationship with Dizza was more like we just cool. Was like one of them dudes. Like we're not, doing rap shit when I'm like around him. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just happened one night. We're like, yo, what are we gonna do with these? Shit. Put out a 2-song EP. We'll put the instrumentals on like old school instrumentals on the B side. Fucking, and that shit jumped. That shit jumped for me,
That Smoke Dizza project, man. I wish I would have did some more work, man. But I get it, man. So look, let's keep it moving.
It's coming in the future, and one of the joints that we did ended up on his Bacon, Egg, and Trees joint.
Yeah, the EP.
Yeah, me, him, and Shooter 93.
Shooter 93. Shout out to Shooter 93. He's dope. He's dope as hell. He's dope.
He's another one. Super dope artist in New York. Super dope.
Okay. So look, I seen you flexing some sneakers, man, a while earlier this week, man. I got a couple of here myself, man. What's your top 5 sneakers, man?
Oh man.
I just caught these. That's what I don't know if you got these yet, man. Have you seen these yet? You seen these?
Oh no, I did not. What are those? Bo Jackson low?
Yeah.
Oh nah.
Yeah, these.
Nah, this what I just had on earlier.
Ooh. Shit.
Cause I just got these restored. These shits was piss orange, bro.
Oh man. Them shits cold.
Yeah, and look how crispy them shits is.
Yeah, them shits cold. What they put it under the UV ray joint?
Yeah, these from 2005.
Shit.
Oh, great. Or no, this is the re-release. These 2010s.
Oh, those easily going for over a couple of grand. Easily.
Oh yeah, I just got a few pairs back from the restoring dude.
Let me see what you got. Man.
I gotta relace these shits. They just come back from the restore.
All right, man. I give up, man. I just had to. Hey.
I mean, he got them all right. These joints was like straight orange though before,
Okay.
From 2005 right here.
All right, hold on. I went ahead and what you think about these, man? I went ahead and grabbed something else, man. I copped these, man. Have you seen these yet? You seen these?
Yeah, my girl got them. Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what to rock with them, man. Let me see though. Oh.
I might just wear this Carhartt shit with this. That's them.
Those tough.
Those tough.
Yeah, those are tough. All right, man. You got it, man. You got it, man.
Man.
I concede, man. I concede, man.
I'm so serious with the shoes, yo.
I just had to flex a little bit, man. Them
Bo Jacksons is hard.
Yeah. People sleep on those, man. That's our era, man. That's our era.
I think I got the low all white with the teal and the purple on them, but I trashed them because they was in the summer. I was wearing them every fucking day. You're like, yo, I got them shits right here.
You seen these?
Oh nah.
Yeah.
Well, no, where did I see those? I seen them at Sneaker Room in
people slept on them. I got these joints I got them from downtown locker room, man. But now they on eBay for like $270.
Yeah, that's how it is, bro. Some of these certain colorways, they just go, yo. The sneaker shit is crazy. Like, cause I got so many close friends that's really in the game with the sneaker shit.
Yeah.
They're constantly trying to buy shit from me.
Right. I just had to bring that up because I seen you had some rare shit. And one video, I believe it's that Conway video, man. You got them alligator joints, man. Them shits is nuts. Woo! Them shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, the snake forest. These
snake skin, my bad, not alligator, snake skin.
These is like, I think this is like a band, 900, 1200.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, those is nasty. Those nasty, man. But look, let's keep it moving, man. I had to talk about them sneakers, man. Shout out to Pounds, man. Hey, you won this round, man. I'm gonna come back next time, man. You got me, bro.
All right.
You got me. But look, so you linked up on this is my personal favorite album by Pounds, man. The Trafficante project with Buckwild, man. Buckwild, legendary producer, Digging the Crates crew, man. Please tell me, man, how did you link with that legend, man? Because that project is a fucking classic.
I think it just, bro, that was like some shit that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I was fucking with this publicist, Evie Blanco. Shout out to her. I don't really know how she pulled it off. I think she had some type of relationship with him, knew somebody that knew him. She reached out. She's like, yo, when she hits me, I'm like she hit me like she wanted to tell me something important. Like, yo.
Right.
Can you answer the phone right now? She's like, yo, you want to do an album with Buckwild? And I'm like, Buckwild? Like, Buckwild? Like, yeah. Buckwild. And she's like, yeah, motherfucker. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. Does he want to do it? Like, does he want to do it? And so she's like, yeah, I'm about to put y'all in the studio or whatever. And the fucking No Way joint is the first shit we did.
That's my shit right there, man. That's my shit. Hey, you talk that talk on that shit right there, man. I probably listened to that song probably about 4 times in a row yesterday. Yeah, no cap.
That's the first shit we did. So, like, think about that. Like, the first time I was ever in the studio with this fucking guy. So,
talk about that.
He plays that joint, and I just go crazy. Wrote that shit so fast, bro.
What about that Garden joint, man?
With Rock.
With Rock Monty.
Yeah, see, the fucking originally, I think I was gonna try to get Rock on a different joint.
Shout out to Rock Monty, man. That's my guy right there.
He's the godfather of this shit. I was gonna get Rock on a different joint. I start going through the songs.
Okay.
I think we maybe had like half the album done, maybe like 5 or 6 joints done. And Buck plays the sample. As soon as I heard, like, he was like, if you know any background or seen any, I've done 100 interviews on this shit. Everything we did was on the spot. Beats, everything, no emails.
Oh, I was just about to ask you. You actually got to sit in the lab and cook up.
So, yeah. So, he's going through samples. He plays the fucking Garden sample. I'm immediately, yo, what is that? What does that? Go back to that. So I'm like, I had just missed Rocky, like flew back to LA or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, I call him. I'm like, yo, I got the joint. He's like, send it. I send him the joint. Calls me right back. He's like, damn, yeah, you knew I had to be on this one, huh? I was like, yes. Because, if there was a joint that sounded like somebody should be on it, on that album, it was that one. So I sent him the joint.
I fucked with that track. I also like the
he sent me the verse back and it was a fucking rap. He's the only feature that wasn't in the studio for that whole shit.
You ever met Rock Marciano? You ever met him?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, let's keep it moving, man. Go ahead.
I haven't seen him quite. I think the last time I seen him was at Sony when he did the Marcialago joint. Not Marcialago.
I saw that. I saw him. He came to DC to perform that.
Whatever the joint was at Sony Theater right before COVID really, happened.
That's the Marcialago project.
Yeah. So yeah, that shit was fucking.
He came here to DC. He came here to DC and did that shit. Killed it. He's dope as shit live, man. Seeing him live is nuts.
Yeah, bro. Shit was fucking nuts. So yeah, that's the last time I seen him. I know he's out in LA.
Okay. He's elusive, man. I gotta track him down, man. I'm gonna find a way.
Yo, that's a good guy right there, man.
Yeah, man. I just had an interview with his boy Smooth. I had an interview with Smooth last Friday. He's a good guy too, man. But look, I want to continue talking about that project, man, because you also got a joint with Benny on that Waiting on Me, man. Tell me how did y'all cook up on that shit right there, fam? That's my shit. That Waiting on Me, man.
Shit, man. Just another joint. Buck started chopping and playing samples and shit. We was in the studio. It was a bunch of us. We recorded that at like 4 or 5 in the morning. That was a real late session with a whole lot of weed. I think we did. Where did we do that at? I can't even think of the name of the studio. It was like fucking whatever. It was a dope little studio, dope vibe.
Y'all was in NYC?
Yeah, it was in the city.
Okay.
I don't know why I can't think of the name of this shit. But yeah, we knocked the joint out there. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning when we did that shit.
Yeah, man. I love that fucking project. For me,
super late night.
That's a classic, man. That's a classic. I had to tell you that shit face to face, man. So look, let's talk about your new project, man. You got this new project called There Is No Mafia, man. And I want to ask you, man, why'd you name it that, man? Like, what was the thought behind that, man? Talk about that project.
I'm not like a fan of like. I'm not really a fan of like rappers, like with that fake gangster mind. I'm not really with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like it when people do it. I think it's just mad corny.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So y'all are trying to be some shit, and y'all ain't it. You know what I mean?
Ain't it? Yeah.
So like, all these like the 200 rappers in the underground fucking thinking they're mobsters and mafia and all this shit. Like, pussy, there is no mafia. You fucking idiots. That's how I look at it. Like, y'all got to knock it off. Let me show you what this real shit sounds like.
Right. Okay. I heard, man, is it true, man? The mafia used to like up in Rochester, man. I heard, they used to move up there, man. Is that true or not? Because
the mob was very prominent in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Okay.
Actually, one of my projects is actually named after a restaurant where Blue Gardenia is actually.
The Blue Gardenia, yeah. The EP.
That's actually a restaurant.
That's my shit.
That's actually a restaurant where like the biggest mob hit Rochester history happened at. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still playing that Food Savers 38.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People been waiting on that because remember, like I said, me and 38, we started out in that same circle, so we was on so many joints together. You know what I'm saying? And it had just been years since we was, on anything. And I think people just, with this resurgence, all these people love 38. All these people love Pounds. We kind of, are in that same lane. It's kind of I just had to go out and find the crazy production for it. Shout out to really him. He came through with 3. He came through.
I just wanted to mention him, man. It seemed like you do a lot of work with really him, man. What's your relationship with really him, man? Because
he really just came about on this project. Like I said, he got 3 joints on there. He's super talented producer.
He's super talented. Yeah, say that shit twice.
They got
super talented.
He's like they got their own little faction, Puzzle, Mob, BA Bad. Like what they're doing in Syracuse is dope. Their producer was fire. I kept seeing them, like post shit that he did, and I just fuck with him. I just fuck with his sound, and he's like one of the. He's 4 out of 5. He sent me 5 joints. He's a 4 out of 5. So he sends so much fire that you really got to sift through the fire. You know what I'm saying? So he's like a producer that's hard to pick from his batches because they're all dope.
No doubt. Okay.
And I don't get that very much, just from think about a first time producer getting 3 joints on the first shit I fuck with him on. That tell you right there.
Shout out to really him, man. He's dope as shit, man. But look, we gonna keep it moving, man. I wanted to ask you, like I mentioned earlier, man. I seen you on Rosenberg, man, and it just made me think, man. Like, how do you feel about as far as like rappers getting played, like underground rappers, man, getting radio played, man. Like even on like satellite radio, man. What do you think about that, man?
I think it's great. What the fuck? Because nobody else is playing this shit.
Right.
And this underground thing has become just a major cult following.
No doubt.
I think it's good for people outside of that to be able to, wrap their ears around what we're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Peter Rosenberg.
Shout out. He from the area, man. I did like seeing you on there, man. I wish the interview was a little bit longer, but that was dope, man. So look,
it's good. It's a good feeling to see dudes, sitting in that kind of seat, advocating for us underground guys that are really doing this.
No doubt. Nah, man. Like I said, man, I'm a huge fan, man. I definitely appreciate all the work you put in, brother. But we about to, we getting towards like the end of this interview, and I want to ask you this, man. Again, thank you for giving me this opportunity, man. But I
thank you for having me, bro.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. I wanted to ask you this, man. Like, how has the rap game been to Pounds, man? And what do you want to be remembered of in the game?
Has the rap game?
Yeah, how has the rap game been to Pounds?
For me to keep it 100. The rap game is a bitch that I gave a lot more to than I got out of. I've lost a ton of relationships. Turmoil with my kids. Being out of town, not being around like I want to. Not being around my wife the way I want to.
No doubt.
I've sacrificed a lot for this.
No doubt.
I bled for this. I put in more time than you could possibly imagine that I'll never get back.
Right. No doubt. No doubt, man. I just had, like I said, man.
No, but I'm saying, like,
you're the first artist I ever asked that to, man.
Has the rap game been good to me?
Because I see you on the gram, man. You look at you, like I said, man. You are very. Let me say this before you say anything else, man. You are very polarizing figure. Like the thing with my platform, man. I put artists that I actually listen to. I don't want nobody on my platform that I don't fuck with. Your music stays in my rotation. Like I tell everybody else that come on here, you're not somebody that I thought, oh, I can get Pounds because he's not super mainstream. Like I fuck with your movement heavy. That's an understatement by me telling you that. I fucks with what you got on. So I just gotta, like I tell these guys, man, that come on my platform, man. I feel like people like myself, man, like you just said, you gave so much to the culture, man. If I have an opportunity, man, to talk to somebody in the game and give back, man, I gotta let them know, man, that we love you, man, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, man. And like I said, like, I'm just now, in the last 2-3 years, I'm starting to see, I don't want to say what I have been hoping for this whole time, but like I'm just now seeing it. I appreciate all of it, but I put pain in out here, yo.
No doubt.
I put straight fucking pain in out here, and nobody can take that from me.
Right, right.
And I put pain in the music out here. I put pain in the street. I put pain in the game out here. And that's something nobody can take from me, bro.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, man, I'm gonna let you know it wasn't for nothing, man, because you know, man, I think you carved out a nice lane for yourself, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You carved out a nice lane for yourself because you got a nice body of work, man. That I feel, man, that folks gonna be able to look back and be like, man, Pounds didn't miss, man. Pounds didn't miss when you took off, man. You never. Let me say this. Man, hold on, Pounds. When you took off, man, you never let up on these fools, man. That's it. That's all I wanted to say, man.
And I knew that, you know, I go into this knowing that I'm a fucking white dude kicking like the hardest street drug dealer shit.
By far.
Probably any other white rapper has ever kicked.
You're a unicorn. You are a unicorn.
And, you know, I'm not saying there hasn't been others, but they ain't been like this.
Stop it. No, they haven't. There hasn't been others.
Stop it. At the end of the day, I feel like so many corny white dudes came out before that sometimes it's hard for me.
They fucked it up.
It's hard for me to be received by people.
Nah.
But I think, you know, once people listen to my shit, I'm like one of them dudes, you just give me a chance and you're gonna love my shit.
Yeah.
I kind of always been like that. And, you know, I go into this, I know that they're not gonna give me my flowers till I'm gone. I know that. And
I'm gonna give you your shit here, man.
Look, I'm okay with that.
Pounds. We in DC. In DC, we fuck with you here. We fuck with you here. I don't know how you know you familiar with DC, man. My crew, my circle, we fuck with Pounds heavy.
I recorded like half of There's No Mafia in DC.
What studio?
Just my man shit in his crib. He got a crane out there.
Okay, that's what's up.
I go into this, bro. I'm not expecting my flowers now. I know I'm slighted. Every time one of these lists comes out and my name's not on it, I don't care no more. I'm numb to that because I don't need that because I know that I'm not gonna get my flowers right now. And I'm good with that. Just when I'm gone and y'all dumping garbage bags of fucking flowers on me,
yeah,
that's gonna happen. Make sure that all those bags they go to my wife and my kids.
No doubt, no doubt.
Straight up. I'm not.
Well, look, man.
I ain't here for the flowers for now. I'm here for them later.
No doubt. Nah, no. Well, look, man. Like I said, man, this has been an honor. This has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on the Bridging the Generation podcast, man. No doubt. Where could the fans find your music and where can they find you on social media?
At Pounds448 on all social media, Pounds448 on all streaming platforms.
No doubt. And don't forget, man, fans, if you that There Is No Mafia album is out now. You're not gonna be disappointed from song to song, from beginning to ending. That shit knocks. I'm co-signing that shit.
That's what New York's supposed to sound like.
No doubt. Well, look, Pounds, again, I appreciate this opportunity, man. It's been a pleasure. You take care.
Bro. Thank you.
Keep making this great music, brother.
I appreciate you, man.
All right, you stay up, man. Take care.
Soon, man.
If I asked one of those police what you do, what would he say?
That I'm whatever. I don't know. They got their own opinion.
They'd say that you're a big-time drug dealer.
Yeah. We kill everything we see.
King shit.
There's no way we don't play. I got 100 on the way. Do you want some? I got 100 on the way. Do you want some? If your cash ain't straight, I ain't front nothing. No way we don't play. I got 100 on the way. Do you want some? I got 100 on the way. Do you want some? If your cash ain't straight, I ain't front nothing. No way. out with a road grassing and yo. I break faces and shake cases. Fuck the pigs and the deaths that my face braces. Friends feeling left out, ain't running bread route. Plate running, stay under 800 thread count. Double checking weight numbers, K-drum and lead bounce. Big difference to the state from the Fed house. Came home, had them trapping out of Dove Street. Whatever on the arm, make it happen if the drugs cheap. Old school, plastic on the love seat. Waving like bow shoes, classic on the bug beat. Woo! Laughing at you, a factor fella. I can kick back with packs in the traction trailer. We don't play. I got 100 on the way, do you want some? I got 100 on the way, do you want some? If your cash ain't straight, I ain't front nothing. No way, we don't play. I got 100 on the way, do you want some? I got 100 on the way, do you want some? If your cash ain't straight, I ain't front nothing. No way. Motherfuckers ain't street. Wait, man, that's your favorite Saint Geef. 15 for the tape, not a paint sheet. Lame tweets, self-praise, but the fame's deep. Please tell me who the fuck are you? Your work sucks and this stuff's awful. I stuff coffles, they wanna sponge off you. Cross you, funds off for being unlawful. Blood in my nails, antibacterial. Through them all state, try to hand me back cereal. Shoot a handicap, family clap burial. Now pussy, you a fanny pack carrier. Boys on us never had a otter. Cameras honest when I'm eating bread and caponata. How can I defy when you ain't put in? Swear to God, you must be high, cause I ain't got a foot in. No way, we don't play. I got 100 on the way, do you want some? I got 100 on the way, do you want some? If your cash ain't straight, I ain't front nothing. No way, we don't play. I got 100 on the way, do you want some? I got 100